لا إله إلا الله.
And so it is called Yawm al-Tanad, which is the day of recompense or the day of resurrection. He said, I fear for you on that day. يَوْمَ تُوَلُّونَ مُدْبِرِينَ مَا لَكُمْ مِنَ اللَّهِ مِنْ عَاصِمٍ. On the day where you will turn your backs and you will flee. You will turn your backs and you will run away and you will have no protector against Allah. This is a strong maw'idha. لِمَنْ كَانَ لَهُ قَلْبٌ أَوْ أَلْقَى السَّمْعَ وَهُوَ شَهِيدٌ. For the one who has a heart, or he pays attention, he listens attentively and he's a witness, he witnesses what's happening, what's being said. Yani be careful of that day. Be careful of that day of which is coming, ya akhwan. This day which we speak about now, you're sitting here in the auditorium, you got air conditioning, cameras, high-tech devices, you're wearing your nice clothes, and you're saying this is a long time from now. No, it is not. إِنَّهُمْ يَرَوْنَهُ بَعِيدًا وَنَرَاهُ قَرِيبًا. You see it as something far and Allah knows it's very near. The Prophet ﷺ said, بُعِثْتُ أَنَا وَالسَّاعَةِ كَهَاتَيْنِ. I was sent forth along with the hour like this, meaning the time between the advent and the hour is not a long time. And for us, once we die, khalas. It's not like you have to live until the day of recompense for you to believe in it, for you to see it. Once we die, we're there already. We are at the first stages of that. So he warned his people. But what is the bottom line? وَمَنْ يُضْلِلِ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ هَادٍ. But whosoever Allah misleads, no one can guide. So we should rely on Allah for guidance. If you want Allah to guide you, then when you stand in the Salah and Fatiha, say, اِهْدِنَا الصِّرَاطَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. While we feel it, mean it, intend it, sincerely. We sincerely ask Allah for hidayah, because without hidayah, we're nothing. And one of us feels special. You may start to feel special, I may start to feel special, mashallah, Muslim, alhamdulillah, miya miya, ya akhi. If Allah wants to change that overnight, who's going to protect you? And when we transgress, and we continue to follow our desires, then we will be deprived of that protection from Allah. This is why there's a jihad, now the jihad. This is jihadun nafs and jihadun shaitan until we meet Allah. Until you meet Allah, you have to struggle. إِنَّكَ كَادِحٌ إِلَى رَبِّكَ كَدْحًا فَمُلَاقِيهِ. There's a lot of struggle and effort that has to be done. Doesn't happen while you're lying down on your back, enjoying yourself. There's something that we have to put forth. Sometimes it is against ourselves, sometimes it is in service for others in Islam, but Islam has to be in the picture. Don't let Islam be going to the masjid on Jumu'ah after the Imam is on the minbar, or even worse, after the Imam began the Salah, 80% of the people who came for Jumu'ah suddenly show up. Suddenly the masjid is full, people are praying on the street, people are praying behind the bathrooms, and the cars have blocked all the roads. Where were you, ya akhi? Where were you since 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning? Ya kaslan, you lazy creature. How much do you sleep? Sleep, 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 all asleep. After you eat, you sleep. Before you eat, you sleep. When you wake up, you sleep. And when you sleep, you sleep. Khalas. Everything sleep. Sheikh bin Baz rahimahullah used to sleep 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. 20 hours he's up. Teaching, learning, giving fatwa, servicing the Muslims. Now we're not that good. But come on now. 12, 14 hours of sleep every day. Go to Jumu'ah, 12 o'clock he's walking to the masjid. Still, rubbing his eyes. Ya akhi, why? Ya akhi, why? What do you have? What were you doing till Fajr? Qiyam? If it was Qiyam, it's haram. If you were doing Qiyam, if you were praying all night, and you're going to miss Fajr, or miss Jumu'ah for it, it's haram for you to do Qiyam. Because that is an obligation, that is a voluntary act. But the truth is, how many are doing Qiyam? They're doing Qiyam on something else. On the television set, or some video games, or some girgir all night. And then they come to Jum'ah, tired, lazy, half of the people showed up. What is this, ya akhwan? This is unacceptable. Wallah, it's sad. It's funny, but it's sad. The worst affairs are those that are so bad that they make you laugh. This is the worst thing that can happen. Laziness in ways which we cannot even perceive. The ulama, some of them used to write at least like 30 pages each day. They would author 30 pages of ilm each day, ya akhwan. We can't even put a pamphlet together in 5 years. Why? Because we don't have this observation. We don't have this care, this determination to service the deen of Allah. We don't appreciate the deen of Allah enough. That's what it is. If you really love the fact that Allah made you Muslim, you will spend the night and the day trying to do something for the sake of Allah. Whether directly or indirectly. According to your ability. Because that's the least you can. And you will hope that Allah will protect you. Because Allah protects those who work for His deen. And we will see in the ayat which will come later. Those are the ones who Allah will give victory to. Allah will aid, Allah will protect. Those who are involved in da'wah, the scholars, the ulama, the people of enjoining the good and forbidding the evil. The rest will be destroyed. The regular people will be destroyed. The one who only does righteous deed for himself, that's good for him, but that is not enough. Until you enjoin what is good and forbid what is evil, you have no protection from Allah in the ultimate sense. And you all know the hadith to that effect. That the one who was busy worshipping Allah and left the people upon munkar, Allah wasn't pleased with him. Allah المستعان.
ربنا رب القلوب